Game 1 of the 114th World Series. The Red Sox taking on the Dodgers on a cold and raw October Tuesday night at Fenway Park. Chris Sale on the hill for the Red Sox, making his Fall Classic debut, going up against Clayton Kershaw, facing the Red Sox for the first time in his career. And don't forget about Red Sox legend Dave Roberts, back from the 2004 World Series championship team, now manager of the Dodgers, of course, getting a standing ovation at Fenway. Pick up the action, bottom of the first, Boston looking to jump on top. A man on for Andrew Benintendi facing Kershaw.
Right side, base hit. Here comes Betts. Puig comes up throwing. Throw no good, too high. Down to second, Benintendi. 1-0 Boston in the first.
The Dodgers are going to try and see if that Benintendi had come off the base.
I haven't seen anything that says that Benintendi was off the bag when Machado's glove was on his arm. Neither did the umpiring crew. The cleanup hitter, the DH, J.D. Martinez. And Benintendi will come to the plate on an RBI base hit by Martinez. It's 2-0. Red Sox on top.
Kemp's one of those guys over his long career where his swing has not changed much. He has one prototypical swing through the zone.
Here is Kemp, fly ball into left, back at the wall, it is gone. And the lead is cut in half as Matt Kemp shoots one over the green monster to make it 2-1. Opportunity for LA. It's Machado, grounds a base hit left side. Turner will come to the plate. Benintendi no throw, and this game is tied.
Steve Pearce popped to first his first trip, and there's a ground ball hit the deep short, backhanded by Machado, throw to second out, on to first, and they called him out.
They're going to challenge.
Yeah, they're going to take a look at it, but it's a great play by Machado in the hole, delivers a good strong throw to Dozier.
But they reverse the call at first, and it's 1 on, 2 out for J.D. Martinez. Right into center field, back at the wall. It is off the wall. Running around third is Pearce. Red Sox regain the lead. It's 3-2. Here is a 3-1 pitch. Sale yells in at the home plate umpire because he knew with that leadoff walk came his exit. Barnes is coming in.
Could he squeeze him any more? And that's it. That's going to be it for Chris Sale.
Big weapon out of the bullpen for Alex Cora. That is up the middle. A run scores. The game is tied, and Machado has his second RBI of the night.
Bases full, 1 out. Red Sox with a major threat here in a 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 5th inning. Bogarts hits a bouncing ball to Machado, goes to second, one on to first. Safe at first is Bogarts. He beat out the double play ball. Betts scores, and the Red Sox lead it 4-3.
It was a slow chopper to Machado. I always felt like the ball kind of tells you if you can turn two. This was going to be a tough one. Machado did his best to get it to Dozier at second base. Nice turn. This looks like Bogey beat this one out.
Oh, the powerful left-handed hitting third baseman Rafael Devers looks out at Madsen, the veteran. Swung on and belted to the right side. Diving is Dozier. It's past him for a hit. Benintendi comes in to score. That's the 8th run batted in the postseason for Rafael Devers. Red Sox lead it 5-3.
Manny Machado digs in. Base hit Katayev. Machado off the end of the bat into center. Jackie Bradley Jr. has it. Tagging the runner at third. Coming to the plate and safe is Muncy. And a 3 RBI night for Machado. It's a 5-4 game, and here is Eduardo Rodriguez, a lefty, to deal with Bellinger with runners at first and second, 2 out. Bellinger skies one into shallow center.
Jackie coming in, still coming. He's there. Stretch time at Fenway. With left-hander Alex Wood on, Alex Cora goes to his bench, and Eduardo Nunez will pinch hit. Nunez is 1 for 4 in his career against Alex Wood. Check of the runners, the 1-0. Nunez swings it, drives one to left, high and deep by the wall. Gone! 3-run pitch homer, Eduardo Nunez. Can you believe it? And the Red Sox lead at 8-4. And how about the magic of Alex Cora?
Unbelievable. This was a little slider down and in. 1-0 slider. He just dropped the head on. And you're absolutely right. I mean, Devers been seeing the ball well all night long, even against the lefty. He goes to Nunez and a 3-run bomb here.
Nathan Eovaldi and Craig Kimbrell finish it off as the Red Sox win Game 1 8-4. They've now won 5 consecutive contests since losing Game 1 of the ALCS. Andrew Benintendi finishes with 4 hits, an RBI, and 3 runs scored. He's the second left-handed hitter ever to go 3 for 3 off Clayton Kershaw. Chris Sale goes just 4+ frames, allowing 3 runs, but the bullpen does the rest, tossing 5 innings of 1-run ball. Game 2 right back at Fenway Park on Wednesday night. David Price going up against Hyunjin Ryu. But first, let's go back to the field to hear from the offensive star of the game, Andrew Benintendi.
We had a solid approach, I think, against him tonight, and for the most part, we executed what we were trying to do. It's huge, especially, against a guy like that, and, get on the board early and often. That's what we're trying to do, and we got a better shot of winning.
He explained me what's the situation. He told me left-hander hitting good against Kershaw, and I'm gonna be prepared. 7-8 innings late in the game. If they bring lefty for Dever, so that was the plan, and we did it.
It's Game 2 of the World Series from Fenway Park as the Red Sox host the Dodgers. Members of Boston's 2004 championship team, the one that ended the curse, on hand, including, of course, Dodgers skipper Dave Roberts, who makes a brief appearance on the field with his former teammates, including Big Papi David Ortiz. But Wednesday would belong to David Price and company, Price changing the narrative of his playoff career as Hyunjin Ryu runs into trouble with 2 outs in the second.
That's a base hit. Here comes Bogarts. The Red Sox jump on top in Game 2. Another 2-out RBI for Boston. It belongs to Kinsler. Walk number 3, and the bases are loaded with nobody out for the Dodgers DH Matt Kemp.
Here's the pitch. Fly ball into center field, drifting toward left center is Jackie Bradley Jr. He makes the catch, tagging and scoring is Freeze. The other runners hold.
Matt Kemp has tied it up here in the 4th inning as he flies one to Bradley in center. Dodgers look for a 2-out RBI hit. That is into center. They get it from Puig. Machado to the plate, and the Dodgers lead 2-1 in the 4th.
Puig delivers an RBI single, and it gives the Dodgers their first lead of the series.
Swing a line drive left field. This is back by the wall. Benintendi on the go. Jumps and makes the catch. A leaping catch by the AL East standings out there. And he jumped and stuck out the glove and made an outstanding play.
That's a big out for David Price.
Here's the 0-2. That's inside as Ryu thought he might be headed back to the dugout. Instead, it's ball 1. 1-2. Into right field. Puig will play it on a bounce. And Vasquez is on with 2 out. Up the middle, another 2-out hit. Vasquez holds it second, 2 on, 2 out.
There's another 3-2 pitch coming up to Andrew Benintendi with 2 out. Blowing away, goes to the backstop. And Vasquez will stop at third. It's ball 4.
The first walk of the night by the big left-hander is his final act here in Game 2. Ryan Madson will come into the ball game with Pearce, the scheduled hitter. Has to throw a strike. Cannot. Tie game.
Madson has walked in the tying run. And with a score 2-2, here is J.D. Martinez. Swinging a looper to right field, sinking fast. It gets down for a base hit. Mookie scores. Here comes Benny. He scores 2. On to third. Pearce. 4-2 Red Sox.
No soft line to the right field. We got a double RBI right now. That's a beautiful thing.
6th inning. David Price. Kemp reaching for it. Devers to his left. A 1-2-3 6th for the left-hander Price.
So Kelly is on to protect the lead. Strike 3 call. Joe Kelly comes in, has a 1-2-3 clean inning, and punches out 2. Nathan Eovaldi for the 2nd straight night is on in the 8th inning, and he'll face the top part of the order.
Eovaldi can bring it. Fly ball into left. Easy for Benintendi. And the Red Sox bullpen outstanding tonight. Well, Craig Kimbrell, who is 5 for 5 in save chances this postseason, will try and save it and give Boston a 2-0 series lead. A 1-1 to Kemp. Should end it. Bogarts gathers it in. Red Sox up 2-0.
4-2 is your final on Wednesday. David Price has now won back-to-back playoff starts after going 0-9 in the first 11 of his career. Price and 3 Red Sox relievers combined to send down the last 16 Dodger batters in order. Boston improves to 14-2 in World Series play since 2004. And for more from Fenway Park, let's go out to Tim McMaster and Hall of Famer Jack Morris.
Game 2 came down to really 2 half innings. David Price loads up the bases with nobody out in the top of the 4th, able to limit the damage to 2 runs. Bottom of the 5th, Hyunjin Ryu got 2 outs with nobody on, and the Red Sox strike for 3 runs. They really turned the game around.
That was the dynamics of the game if you really paid attention. Price somehow found a way to get out of it and limit the damage. His team came back and got him some run support because Ryu seemed to be run out of gas. It was kind of crazy. He has 2 outs, and there's no breathers when you're facing the Red Sox. They seem to strike the best when they have 2 outs. 2 straight hits, a walk, and Ryu's day's over.
Game 3 of the World Series, the Red Sox leading the Dodgers 2-0 as the scene shifts to LA for Game 3. Rob Lowe on hand with Hall of Famer Sandy Koufax. Tommy Lasorda throwing out the first pitch. And before the game, JD Martinez and Christian Yelich of the Brewers announced as the AL and NL winners of the 2018 Hank Aaron Award. Dave Roberts ready to roll, as is Alex Cora. Rick Porcello getting the start for Boston opposite Walker Buehler on the hill for LA. We pick up the action, bottom 3, scoreless game. It's Jock Peterson facing Porcello.
The fly ball deep to right. It's on its way, and it is gone, a home run into the Red Sox bullpen.
Dodgers strike first in Game 3. LA gets their left-handed thump back in the lineup with the right-handed starter, and Jock Peterson takes Porcello out to right. Here's Machado, 2 out, nobody on. Likes to go after the first pitch, and he hits one into left. This ball is back and off the wall. Machado was not running. Not sure if he would have been able to make it to second anyway, but had no chance to get to second with that effort out of the box.
Well, Machado hit the ball, didn't run. He became a spectator, and this is the World Series.
Here we are in the 7th inning of a 1-0 game, and Walker Buehler is back to work.
Oh, strike 3. Strikeout number 6. Here's the pitch to Martinez. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Strikeout number 7 for Buehler, who raises his arms in triumph as he goes to the third base dugout, having retired 14 in a row.
As I say, we've seen Jackie kind of handle that fastball up and in. That's the ball he cleared in Houston for that grand slam. He's got to pick the right one, be patient.
And Jackie swings, and he hits a high fly ball to right. This ball's back. This ball's gone. JBJ ties the game at 1 with one mighty swing here in Southern California.
10 RBIs for Jackie Bradley Jr. this postseason, all with 2 out. And it's first and third, 1 out, and the Red Sox are in business in the 10th. Fly ball into center. Is it deep enough? Bellinger's got a good arm. Kinsler tags. Here's the throw home. Kinsler out. The game stays tied.
Bellinger guns down Ian Kinsler.
Red Sox scambling to get the go-ahead run in. Kinsler does not score.
And here's Nunez, who pinch hit for Devers in the 10th. Runner goes, it bounces the home plate, and it's a stolen base. Nunez is knocked down. I hope he's not hurt. Oh, he's rolling around. Catcher collided with him, and Nunez slow to get up. Yes, he did hurt his right ankle. Nunez going to continue. Here's the pitch, and Nunez grounds it weakly. Right of the mound, Rob Alexander, nobody covering first. Rutherford gets away. Here comes Holt. He's going to score. Red Sox lead 2-1. Nunez safe at first, and he's down again.
And the Red Sox have their first lead of the night. We'll bring in Cody Bellinger. He'll be ready to swing from the very first pitch. Popped up. Left side, foul ball, long run, and caught by Nunez. He goes into the seats, and with good base running, Muncy goes to second base.
Now in the hands and the bat of Yasiel Puig. 1-1. Up the middle. Fielded behind second base by Kinsler. Throws wide. And it gets past Vasquez. rolls to the sidewall, and the Dodgers have tied it at 2.
Dodgers had a defensive breakdown in the top of the inning, and for the Red Sox, they just had a breakdown here in the bottom half of the 13th.
Max Muncy leads off in the bottom half of the 15th. Muncy with a fly ball deep down the right field line. If it's there, it's gone. And it is foul! Foul!
Players running up. Some players left the dugout, ran in the field, but I don't know what you'd be.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Jack
Peterson thought it was over.
I mean, he ran all the way down deck circle.
In his last at-bat, way back in the 15th inning, narrowly missed a home run by maybe 2 feet. 3-2. Fly ball, left center field, well hit, back at the wall, and the longest World Series game in history has come to an end. A mighty blast by Max Muncy. The Dodgers are back from the dead. They win it 3-2. They move back to within 2 games to 1 in the 2018 World Series.
A game for the ages. Max Muncy and the Dodgers outlast the Red Sox 3-2 in 18 innings. It's the longest Major League playoff game ever, 7 hours and 20 minutes. The 18 frames also ties for the longest playoff game ever in terms of innings played, and it's also the longest game in World Series history in terms of innings played. Also a World Series record, 46 combined players used in the game, including 24-year-old Walker Buhler, who went 7 scoreless innings. Heroic in defeat, Nathan Eovaldi comes out of the pen for Boston. He goes 6 innings, allowed him 2 runs, 1 earned. Game 4 is right back in LA later on Saturday as the Dodgers look to even the series at 2 games apiece. But first, let's go back down to the field with Tim McMaster and Hall of Famer Jack Morris.
Max Muncy was the hero as the Dodgers win the longest game in World Series history, but it was also a heartbreaking end to a heroic performance out of the bullpen by Nathan Eovaldi.
You know, I can't say enough what kind of performance it was for Eovaldi. He just pitched his heart out. Probably the greatest World Series relief pitching performance ever. And he absolutely dominated, but you just had a feeling that it was going to end the way it did. Max Muncy got a couple really good swings off him. He just missed a home run to right field, and then he ends up going opposite field and gets to walk off for the Dodgers.
He starts his night with a strikeout. Untouchable, and he had just issued a walk. He didn't walk hardly anybody all year. Here's Taylor on with a 2-out hit. With fast, try to hit homers. Here's a little fly ball to right for a base hit, and the leadoff man is on for the first time for the Dodgers tonight.
Sox. I mean, even his outs have been hard.
That one is hooked down the line. Well hit back at the wall. It is foul. Just foul. And almost on cue, Vasquez. 1 out, nobody on, and a breaking ball. Base hit into left. Another good at bat by Christian Vasquez. He worked in relief last night, faced only 1 batter, and he hits David Freese to start the inning on the leg. That is a fair ball down the line. Hernandez will dig for third. Turner into second with a double here in the 6th. Take the lead. From the windup. Ground ball to first. Pearce to the plate. Out. Throw to first. Gets away. Down the line. Turner to the plate to score. And the Dodgers strike first. Going to third. Machado. Safe. 1-0 LA. His highest pitch count of the season, well over 100. Here comes the 3-1. Puig launches. Left field. Goodbye. 4-0 Dodgers in the 6th. He just got a left-hander. Yasiel Puig connected. Dodgers leading by 4. High fly ball to right. Back at the wall. It is gone. Pinch hit, 3-run home run, Moreland. And the Red Sox are within a run. It's 4-3. Won the top 4 spots in these 2 games. Here's a fly ball into left center. Back is Bellinger at the wall. The game is tied. Steve Pearce. Four in the 8th. And during the year, as Machado starts the 8th inning with a base hit into right center field. But Pearce has tied this game with a home run off Kenley Jansen, and left side base hit. Puig will turn and go to third. The throw into second, first and third, 2 out. Struck him out. Against Jansen, it's a 4-4 game. Left side, fair ball. What a piece of hitting by Holt. And he digs into second base with a double. That's up the middle. The Red Sox are going to take the lead. Holt scores. Boston on top 5-4. Into the gap in right center field. This ball is down into the wall. It will empty the bases. Steve Pearce, what a night. 8-4 Boston in the 9th. That is into left center field, and with the runners going, coming to the plate and scoring easily, the Red Sox add to their lead. That's Pearce. It's 9-4. 1-1. High fly ball to left. Back at the wall. It is gone. Hernandez makes it a 3-run game. Pitches. That is a fair ball. The play to first. What a play for out number 2. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball into shallow left center should end it. The Red Sox are up 3-1.
Game 5 of the World Series in Los Angeles. The Red Sox can capture their 9th title in franchise history with the win. The Bulldog, Orel Hershiser, throwing out the first pitch to Mickey Hatcher, hoping to give the Dodgers some 1988-style magic. Clayton Kershaw hopes to send the series back to Boston. Meanwhile, David Price, on short rest, hopes to go back to Beantown a champion. We pick up the action in the first inning. Steve Pearce at the plate with the runner on first, facing Clayton Kershaw.
The pitch, and he swings and drives one left center field, deep. Hernandez back at the wall, goodbye! Home run, Steve Pearce, and the Red Sox lead it 2-0.
The Red Sox fans in attendance making the noise as Boston jumps on top in a blink.
Wow, making a bid for early MVP.
David Price, in his 3rd season with the Red Sox, got the win in Game 2 at Fenway. Freeze on the first pitch, sends one to deep right field, and he has hit it out. David Freeze on the first pitch from Price. And for Freese, the price was right. The Dodgers right back on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
Freese homered his first time. Hits one in the air to right here, and Martinez doesn't see it. It's over his head, and Freese will keep going to third. The throw by Hope. Too late.
J.D. Martinez, heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time. He raised his arms. He was alone out there and would land over his head against the wall. Never saw it coming.
With a man at third, less than 2 out, it's Justin Turner. Infield in. Grounds to short. Turner goes after the first pitch. 2 out in the inning, and a big out by David Price. It's up to Kike Hernandez. Into right field, long run for Martinez. He sees this one and has it to end the inning. And David Price gets around the 1-out misplayed triple.
David's 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Boy, did he chase one outside.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the home plate umpire. And Taylor fans, that's 5 punch-outs. 2-2 to Mookie. Here it is. And he swings and hits one deep. Left field. Back goes Taylor by the wall. Goodbye. Home run. Mookie Betts. His first ever in the postseason. And the Red Sox lead it 3-1.
I bet you that felt good. And it felt good for the Sox team to get an additional run.
And they love Mookie so much. And they love him even more when he does that. Wow.
Kershaw looking over the webbing of his glove for a sign. He kicks and delivers home. And this ball's hammered to center field. Straight away. Back it goes. Gone! J.D. Martinez just delivers another home run, and it's 4-1 Boston.
And the Sox now starting to feel it. A little bit of panic. Start settling in with this Dodgers team as they find themselves down, running out of outs. David's just sort of rewriting history here with this effort. It's just off the charts.
Swung on and a ground ball right back to him. He turns, lobs it to first base. Puig is out. David shouts.
Oh, what an outing.
Nothing in 1 to count. High fly ball into left. Back at the wall. He's got another. How about Steve Pearce? Second of the game. Third in the last 2 games. It's 5-1 Boston here in the 8th.
Absolutely launches this ball. He does it again. He doesn't want to give up that MVP to Pearce.
Let's have co-MVPs.
Look at that.
A leadoff walk. And that breaks the string of 14 in a row retired by David Price. Did David Price step up for his team here tonight? Wow.
Yes, he did.
David Price exited. Joe Kelly entered. Here he is. 2-2. Struck him out. 1 away. Strike 3 called. The 1-2. Struck him out. Joe Kelly struck out the side. Now Boston will have Chris Sale on the mound trying to close down Game 5.
Another 0-2 pitch coming. Here it is. And he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. Picked up by Christian. Fires to first. Out. Here's the 3-2 again. And a swing and a miss. A terrible swing at a slider. He was all tied up. Sale winds. He fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It's over. The Red Sox have won the World Championship. The Boston Red Sox beat the Los Angeles Dodgers 5-1. They win the World Series 4 games to 1. And the Red Sox become the first team in the 21st century with 4 World Championships. Can you believe it?
The Boston Red Sox win their 9th World Series championship with a 5-1 victory. It's their 4th title since 2004, the most by any franchise in that stretch. Boston's 119 total wins are the 2nd most for a championship team. Steve Pearce went 4 for 12 with the double, 3 home runs, and 8 runs driven in the World Series, good enough to garner the Willie Mays Most Valuable Player Award. David Price picked up his 2nd win of the World Series by going 7+ innings, allowing a run on 3 hits and striking out 5 batters. Alex Cora becomes the first Puerto Rican-born manager and 5th rookie skipper to win a championship in his first year. For extended coverage, we send it back to Hollywood for MLB.com's Tim McMaster and Hall of Famer Jack Morris.
Your 2018 World Series champions are the Boston Red Sox. Steve Pearce wins the MVP, but David Price does it again. 7+ innings. He allowed a run in the first. After that, he held the Dodgers off the scoreboard. Add in his Game 2 performance. He could have been the MVP.
He certainly could have, and maybe he deserved it. David Price got his redemption. He is now a hero in Boston. He will be for life. Pitched his heart out. I really am so happy for David because he now becomes one of those great iconic figures that he deserved. He's had a great career.